Is this a casting couch?
Maybe you
Fuck
should
yeah, dude.
Scoot back.
We already made that joke.
Ah, fuck.
You're like 24 episodes late.
That was episode
Casting couch.
1. We had to bang that one out real quick, pun intended.
All right, we're here. What's
All right.
going on?
Not much.
Welcome to the next episode of Apex Parade. We have a very special guest on.
Yep. His name is Austin Robinson, and he is
Yes,
from
sir.
the Akron area, a local comedian
Hello, that's me, Austin.
yeah, what's
Austin
going-
Robinson.
and good friend.
Great friend, I would say. Maybe
Hell
I
yeah.
think about that way and you don't.
I just thought good at first, so that's what came to mind.
That's all right.
But yeah, what's up, Austin? How you doing, man?
I've been good. I've been working like construction jobs and just doing stand-up anytime I get the chance to.
Hell
That's what's
yes.
up.
Just vibing out.
Nice.
I love that you're doing that. You know, like, I feel like we kind of grew up together. You know, we were in the same neighborhood and shit. You know, getting high. You know,
Yeah, getting high when we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
While roaming the streets of Ellet.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
it was a good time.
It was. I miss that, honestly.
I do
miss
too.
back in the day when you would look for areas to smoke weed, and now if I did that as a 24-year-old adult, I would just get kicked out or labeled a creep.
Yeah, definitely
It's like
labeled a
I
creep.
can't sit in the swirly slide of a playground and smoke a can bowl without the cops being called on me
Not
anymore.
the can bowl, dude.
you
Hey,
can't
times were
really,
rough.
You
Yeah.
can't really be at a playground, like just period, if you're our age.
Really?
To be honest,
I
Dude,
think
I
I
love
can agree
swing
with
sets,
that.
bro.
why did nobody tell me?
I love going on the swing sets.
I do too,
Well,
bro.
I would say the swing sets are acceptable.
I think. Oh, here's a good medium because I'm starting to agree with the sentiment of what you're saying here. But it's you got to have at least 3 people with you. You can't just be one grown man at a playground. 2
Yeah.
grown
Yeah,
men,
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
pushing it, but
Yeah,
3
for sure.
now you're just having a party. It's just a little fun time.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Very true. Very
I don't
true.
know, but all men would still be a little weird. I feel like you'd have to have a female there just to even it out, you know? I feel like 3 men still at a park
I
on a
feel like
swing
you have
set
to
is
have
scary.
a midget. I feel like you have to have a midget with you.
With that logic, that
Or
means
a
that
little-
anytime.
a little person.
With the logic of there needing to be a woman there, that means that every like recreational sport thing should have one token girl there.
I mean, at least one.
I guess.
I feel like that's better than none. I feel like we're being progressive right now.
I
I
guess
think so.
I'm a hardcore feminist, dude. I'm a hardcore feminist.
Hardcore?
Hardcore. Yes. Anything.
Pull
Pull your
anything-
vagina out right now.
Anything that lets me like be able to share the bill and like have doors held open for me. I'm all for it. Honestly.
Okay.
Honestly.
I see what you're
I
saying.
think-
Like
I
getting
think-
the easy way.
I think like full on, because obviously objectively not everything is equal right now between men and women, right? Objectively there's some things there for sure, right? I think us being fully, like, if they passed a bill or something and there was no like sketchy TikTok shit written into the back of it, like just the bill only said men and women are fully equal, like equal pay and all that shit, I think could be really beneficial for both parties.
I think what would be really beneficial for both parties is if apps like TikTok and Instagram had a filter that I could slide over that gets rid of all of the hot babes that I have
Yeah,
on like
dude.
my feeds
That
and
shit
stuff.
is annoying. I hate it.
I don't want to see it anymore. I'm sorry, babes, but I'm tired of it. I don't want to see the babes anymore.
It's just not good for you, bro. I feel like it
It's
takes
not.
too much
Yeah.
attention.
It's a
from it.
plague.
It's not good.
Yes.
It's a plague.
For
Speaking
sure.
of plagues, I've been
Oh,
thinking
boy.
about porn recently.
Okay.
Okay.
I had this thought at work today because I was thinking about how like I assume it's like fairly easy for a girl to get into the porn industry. You know, you just got to be like hot and like move to a place and then go to
Yeah.
a creepy party or something.
I mean, well, I feel like for you to like for
or
a
just
girl
make a
to,
TikTok and an
to-
OnlyFans
to
and shit.
actually take the steps. Yeah, that's true. Nowadays, I'm sure it's a lot because there's like porn is a much broader scale. I guess
Yeah.
when I think of porn, I think of like Pornhub.
Yeah,
like,
no,
websites.
that was what I was originally thinking. But like these are all things that you can use to get to that point. I would
right.
say.
Yeah, 100%.
But I was thinking about the male side of it. How do you become a male porn star? Because it's not just about having a big dick. A lot of the porn I've been seeing recently, dicks are moderate sized.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think they're doing that on purpose. I
Then
think
Then again, I've been watching a lot more Asian porn lately.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
Do you watch OnlyFans porn?
No, I don't want to give them money.
Okay.
It's, I already feel like a dirtbag for the amount that I masturbate a day, so I don't want to make
Dirtbag.
I don't want to filter money into that equation.
Yeah, there is a lot of free porn out there.
Yeah, it was like one of the main
Most-
ways of getting it.
Most of the porn is free.
Oh God.
I've always kind of made fun of people who use OnlyFans because like it's free just to tap away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if it's like a popular OnlyFans, you could just search that name and then put leaks at the end of it. Not that I've done things like that or anything. Not that that's what I do or anything.
No, that's true though. Yeah, for sure.
No, it's true. I have done it actually. It is true.
I can attest.
That's goofy. Dude, fuck that, yeah. I want to get rid of that shit.
What?
Just
Filter out all the
yeah,
babes.
dude. I completely
Yeah.
agree with that
I don't
idea.
know. I don't know about get rid of it, but definitely make
Hit a button.
filter that's
Yeah,
easier
it's
to
like
access.
parental control, but it's
Yeah.
horny control. I want to turn off my horny control settings.
I feel like
Early
there is
to
a
mid-
setting deep in the like actual phone settings to like block out certain websites or something.
Yeah, but then I can't see all the sick, twisted stuff that I'm into.
For sure.
All that crazy, because my mind is a fucking asylum.
Nah, dude.
Sorry. I jokered out there for a second, guys. Sorry.
You're good, dude.
Dude, that movie was so good. Did you guys like that movie?
What?
The new
Joaquin
Joker
Phoenix
movie?
Joker?
Yes, bro.
I'm so excited for Lady Gaga Harley Quinn.
I thought it was
Okay.
okay.
That's a real thing.
No, I know.
When I first saw that she was gonna, I was like, April Fool's isn't happening yet. What the fuck is this?
I bet Socks' butt crack is the hairiest butt crack you've ever seen.
I've seen a pretty hairy one before.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Whose?
trying to remember. It was
dad's?
it was my cousin's.
You gonna,
Oh wow.
It was my cousin. He
Nice.
flashed me. It was just like when I
just
was like,
couldn't
probably
see
like
anything?
13. And yeah, I didn't really see an ass crack. I just saw like a line of hair. And I was like, why are you showing me your like reverse happy trail?
That's
Like
disgusting.
an opposite day happy trail.
Dude, imagine just like farting all the time and just having a hairy ass like that.
I always worry about my gooch hairs.
It gets like tied
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Did you guys ever get one stuck together?
The Dingleberry
Yeah,
conundrum?
I've had it happen maybe once.
I've had it happen. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
there. I've been in that ballpark.
worst.
It is definitely the worst.
How do
'cause
you
then
how do you resolve that problem?
I just get in there.
Just get it. Just tear it up.
I try to untangle it like it's a pair of wired headphones. I just get
yeah.
up in there.
Absolutely.
I've had my shit ripped out.
You just twist shit around till it
Ripped out.
works.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
Like by accident,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, that's good.
Why is it funny that it was on accident?
If it was on purpose, this would be a longer conversation.
Dude, I shit myself over the weekend while I was sleeping.
Oh my god! Whoa, hang on. You took instead of a wet dream, you had a shit dream?
Yeah, dude.
A brown dream.
Dude, it was fucking horrible.
You had a liquidy dream.
As you guys know, I was sick as fuck over the weekend. I had a stomach bug, bro, and
Yeah.
I don't know, just in my dream, I felt like I had to fart, and next thing you know, I wake up and my fucking ass is wet, bro, and I was like, I literally said, fuck. I literally woke up and I had a fever
so
and
funny.
everything, bro, and I just went straight to the shower. I was shaking in the shower, just shit going down the drain, low key. It was like water though, so it's not like actual poop.
Do you think that's the like spirit quest things that Native Americans had? Was they just like had a shit dream and woke up with a fever and they're like, I get it now.
Then they named their child Shit Dream.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like a fucking cartoon skit.
It can't be live action though. It's got to be animated.
We could make it live action for sure. When you shit in the shower, did you have to like press it down the drain like a waffle?
No, it kind of just slid off my leg. because like it was just coming out.
You just let it do its thing.
You know, it's funny that you brought that up, though, because that's probably one of my favorite icebreakers when I'm in a group of people that I don't really know, is I say, okay, when's the last time you shat yourself? You got to be honest.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
yours was last week.
We've
it's a
had
humbling thing.
It
man.
is a humbling thing.
It's like you're a fucking. I felt like a dog, dude. Like an animal, honestly.
What was
felt
the context of the
disgusting.
dream again? You just thought you had to fart? Or did
Yeah, I
you...
just thought I had the good fart, bro.
See, that's it. A good one. You thought it was a good one, too.
I thought it was a good fart.
I've had similar things, not with shit, but with piss. I've
Nice.
rode that line of
Hell
like
yeah.
in the dream I think I'm pissing, and then like I piss a little bit, and then I wake up and I'm like, ah, fuck, I just
Yeah.
pissed.
Dude, I have a crazy piss story.
Let's
So-
hear it.
So, back when I was in the army, we had it was during one of those 2-week things that I had to go do. We have to go every summer for like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
do that training period thing. We were in the bunk beds at the time. We were staying outside most of the time, but like towards the middle, they let us, go in and freshen up, do our laundry or whatever. And I was sleeping. I actually had my hammock. So I had the hammock like set up because the bunks are disgusting. Like the mattresses are fucking guaranteed. There's bed bugs in those fucking things, half of them at least. But I had my hammock set up on the bottom bunk, so I was like just sleeping in my hammock, like with the with it hooked up to the bars and shit. And there was a dude laying down above me, and I wake up like fucking 2 a.m, like thinking that I was just like sweating my ass off, like I had the fucking meat sweats or something.
Meat sweats
So
because
I-
you were fat.
I wake up.
That usually means you've just been eating a lot of meat, but
Oh,
because you were fat.
Yeah, I was fat as fuck 2 years ago.
in the army.
I wasn't thinking.
Dude, I lost like 150 pounds.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyways, so yeah, I woke up at like 2 a.m. thinking I was like having a crazy like, fever or some shit. I don't know. And all I knew was I was wet. So I kind of get up, I get myself together, I sit up, and I'm like feeling around, and I'm like, okay, this is way too much moisture for it to be sweat. I've never sweated like this before. Dude, so I get up out of my hammock. Everyone's still dead asleep. This is like 2 a.m. Get up out of my hammock, and I'm feeling it, and I'm like, I look up at the top bunk, and I'm like, this isn't happening right now. There's no way this just happened. So I get a little close, and I smell it. I'm
You
like,
had to smell it?
fuck, dude.
What the fuck did you
piss.
think it could have been?
I don't know. That's why I smelled it. I'm trying to figure it out. Long story short, it was piss. 100%. It was piss. The dude above me pissed his pants in his sleep. It leaked down into my hammock.
He pissed that much that it was able
Yes.
to pool and then drip into
Yes.
your
Wait, so
hammock?
you
Yes.
didn't pee yourself?
No,
you got peed
it was
on?
the dude above me.
What?
I got a straight up golden shower, bro.
That's disgusting.
What?
It was
the worst things I've
horrendous.
ever
It
heard.
was
I thought
horrendous.
you pissed yourself.
No,
You know, in China, that's a form of torture.
it's also a form of pleasure. China can go either way. Sorry, that was a good one.
That was probably the loudest thing I've heard.
I had to capture it.
Speaking of shit,
This is wild.
I had this thought recently as well. I'm 24 years old.
Okay.
I'd like to
Okay.
think I got a good
Lucky.
majority of life kind of figured out. You know,
20
I got like
23
an
and a
idea
half.
of it. But I still think I'm struggling. I don't know if I'm wiping right. I don't know if I'm wiping my ass right, and I
Okay.
don't know if like I'm supposed to have that already figured out or not, because
Okay.
I've been hearing a lot of
I like
different
this.
things from different people, and I'll be honest, sometimes I still get a little poop on my hands. It's like this shouldn't be happening to a grown man.
Like you're not an accurate wiper?
Yeah, I don't know what the
Okay.
fuck's going on. I got the perfect amount. I got the square, everything, and then also before I even finish that, there's so many variables to wiping your ass that I didn't know
Yes.
about until having this conversation. I stand up to wipe my ass.
Whoa.
So is that
Didn't see that coming.
is that
Okay.
a phenomena? I've
Okay.
also heard about the side wipe
right.
thing.
So here's the thing, all right? I'm glad you brought this up,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because these are things I think about quite often.
course.
and they're not talked about enough.
Every intellectual should. I just realized I didn't even really finish this one. I don't think.
That's okay. That's the outcast of it. That last little bit. Gotta
Yeah,
throw
I
that
leave
shit
on-
out.
Andre 3000 and Big Boy are not in that beverage.
Okay. So anyway, first of all, I was on board until you said the whole stand up thing. That's,
So you don't stand up to wipe your ass.
I'm not on board. I'm just saying I think that's unique. But as for the other things, overthinking how you wipe your ass, I'm there for you for sure. You're
Well,
not alone.
You're still not answering. How do you wipe your ass? then?
Okay. So here's the thing. Well, first I have a question for you guys. When you wipe your ass,
He's dodging.
do you drop it in instantly or do you give it a quick peek? Do you give it a quick check?
I do a little check.
Okay.
I do a little check.
Okay,
Not like
so do I.
I'm looking at it. It looks like a Rorschach painting.
You don't examine it.
Wait, looking
You
at
don't
the
examine the colors.
No,
I always
like,
pull out my
Okay,
phone.
that's a good one.
Like-
That's
always-
a good question.
I always pull out my phone's color wheel because I'm colorblind. So I gotta match up what color it is.
You gotta check it to see where you're at.
No, that is
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
I've
You're
said
right.
this.
You're right.
I've said this since I was a child. Okay. It's not what's still in; it's what just came out.
Elaborate on that. I'm not.
You gotta
fully-
remember. You gotta remember that every time you wipe your ass, right? You wipe, you check it out. It might look like a lot of shit, right? It might look like a lot of fecal matter on that little piece of toilet paper, but that's not what's still in your ass. You gotta think that's what just came out, right? So you're clear of that. You're good. You're past that point. So once you get another little square up there, it's not gonna be as much. These are just things you gotta keep in mind.
I think I'm getting the number wrong, but I read something once that the human body has like 12 pounds of like caked shit that's just compacted in your body
Yeah,
that'll
it's like
just
at all
never be
times.
expelled.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
heard
terrifying. But
That's nuts. That's what's gonna end up killing you at
back
65.
back to I'm probably gonna die at 65. I mean, with the amount that I drink and all the fast food I have, but
Yeah, yeah.
you're dodging still. How do you
Yeah.
wipe
Okay.
your ass?
Well, I mean, I don't wipe
Stand
my
up
ass
demonstration?
like any. Okay,
You have a bidet with this kind of house.
all right. So I'm sitting here. I mean, if I'm doing it realistic, right? I gotta be on my phone. You know,
Okay.
I'm either
You
on,
wipe with your phone?
I'm either I'm either on TikTok or I'm playing my cool brick breaker game.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll be doing that, and then I'm done. I've finished jerking off or whatever.
Can you tell
whatever-
can you
whatever
give me
my
the
toilet-
sound you make whenever you finished?
Whatever my
pooping?
toilet activities were for the day, I'm finished doing that. My sound while I'm pooping.
No, like when you finish. Like the last
Okay,
turd's
yeah,
dropping
yeah,
a little bit of like
Yeah. No, it's more of like a.
yeah,
It's more like disappointed. It's,
because it's over and you wanted
over.
that.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
we
lie.
don't like shitting. What's
I agree with you.
My
on that.
last poop that I have, I'll quiver. No cap.
Legs shaking from the shit. You
Especially
I'll
the
just be
recent
like-
ones.
I'll just be like,
The recent one's been coming out your mouth.
yeah.
Cisco takes such fat shits that it's like he just got fucked in the ass and he's quivering.
Oh.
Continue.
Yeah.
You're not
Okay,
getting out
yeah.
of this.
So I mean, it's pretty normal. I pull off a little toilet paper.
How many squares?
In my
Roughly. I know you.
roughly, each wipe is probably about 4 to 6 squares.
That's my count.
Yeah, I don't
4 is
really
kind of
measure.
dangerous, but I'd say
It is
5
kinda
to 6
dangerous,
is where
but,
I'm
I
my
mean,
pocket.
If it's running low, you don't want to get up and
You gotta
fucking change
conserve.
it. You gotta, yeah, for sure.
You gotta know
So-
how to use it.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm feeling ballsy, I'll bust out if it was a mean one.
Yeah, if it was a monster,
If it was a mean one, I'll bust
pile?
out 8 or 9 of them little squares for sure.
when you drop a
it's-
big pile
If
and
it's
you
a
need
Gomer
9
pile,
squares.
if I'm dropping Gomer piles, bro.
Dude,
If I'm dropping the turtle, the Nessie heads poking out of the water,
yeah.
you gotta grab like 8 or 9. But
Agreed.
yeah, for the most part,
I'm mainly waiting for the method here. I'm waiting to see the method.
I just.
So you do the side wipe.
I do. Yeah, I guess if that's what that's considered.
Yeah, you like lean to the side. You fucking.
I
Kinda,
also
but
do
I don't.
that.
But I lean more forward than to the side for sure. Yeah, so there's more space like in the back where my cheeks are than there is where my
That's
thighs
interesting.
are. Yeah,
I'm just
Yeah,
now
for sure.
realizing though, because like I've had this discussion now probably 4 times in the last week about
Okay.
if my method of wiping my ass is an optimal one. I'm getting a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people. I've met other people that stand up when they wipe their ass. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
Socks
no.
over in the producing booth. Do you stand up to wipe your ass, or do you like maybe a crouch even, or do you do the side or lean forward type deal?
Definitely side type of deal.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
I lean hard left.
I'm in a
That
room with a
shit,
bunch of
for
betas.
sure.
If I'm like finishing up last one, I might stand up. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Get the last one, drop it in there.
Yep.
fair enough.
Yep.
Farewell.
What I just realized though,
butt ass naked.
what I just know,
Picking clumps out of his crazy lower back
Alright,
hair.
dude.
salute it.
That's funny as hell.
What I just realized though with this is that we all know how to wipe our ass or have our ass wiping methods from our parents.
Yeah.
So that means that our parents wipe their ass the same way we
Yeah.
do.
Whoa,
Yeah.
What a small
Yeah.
world, huh?
that's crazy. I never
Yeah.
thought about it like that.
It's hereditary.
Yeah. Ass
Well-
wiping's
and their
hereditary.
parents do it, and their parents do it.
But honestly though, because like, have you ever thought about like who's coming up with the first one? Like, if your lineage, like, say
Yeah.
I'm a lineage
Dude.
of stand-uppers, and all of a sudden I decide to go against the grain. It's like I'm gonna teach myself how to wipe my ass.
Yeah.
Get to the drawing board.
I think that'd be pretty funny though. That'd be a funny upbringing for a comedian. I think
So-
later in your life you'd still be a comedian and change your ways.
For sure. So yeah, I think about that quite often. Actually, I think about Adam and Eve a lot, and like how
What about them?
fuck that was supposed to work. What? First of all, what race were they?
How did they wipe their
American.
ass?
American, right? So why are there Chinese people existing?
Excuse me, I'm gonna need a little bit more. you're getting a little rough here.
No, I love Chinese people. I'm not saying I
I
don't.
love their food.
I love Chinese food. I'm just saying, objectively, if you believe that, how do Chinese people exist? How do black people exist? Our favorite people.
You know, like positions of where like the sun is and everything.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah, I would
it's,
say sun positioning.
Terrain, overall terrain.
Geographics.
I would have to say the geography.
Yeah,
of being-
geographics, terrain,
They
sun
probably-
positioning.
They probably looked at it like how done people look now of like having sex in different positions gives you a boy or a girl. They're like, well, we gotta eat sunflower seeds before, like 10 minutes before, and then the dinner we have that night has to be salmon.
That's
It
some
has
get
to be
out
salmon.
shit, bro. I would never do that.
I recently had a conversation with a 19-year-old who
Oh, boy.
is strongly, firmly believing in God. And I'm not an asshole, I
Right.
wasn't trying to like take away from his beliefs.
Right.
I
Or were
think
you
Just trying to-
questioning him?
Trying to
I
have
was
conversation.
just I was just curious. I was curious about it because I wouldn't say that I am an atheist, but I don't necessarily believe that there's a fucking guy on a cloud.
If he would have gave you a good answer, it would have made you ponder.
It would have made me ponder.
Okay.
But
hear it.
I asked him if you believe that, like, I basically asked him what skin color was Jesus, and he said
tough question.
he was Egyptian, obviously. And I was like, okay, well, you're slightly progressive.
Egyptian.
I like how that's the modern Christian, is they're willing to admit that Jesus wasn't white.
Also, I
but
haven't
they're still
seen-
believing in God.
I haven't seen.
That's funny.
I haven't seen Egyptian on the color wheel. Didn't you ask him what skin tone it was?
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
You weren't trying to push it.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I'm
find
trying to-
my limits here.
I'm trying to get you canceled right now.
Too late.
Speaking of that, where do you perform at normally? What are
Yeah,
some
tell
of your
us
hot
about
spots,
it.
bro?
Oh, tell you about stand up?
Yeah.
What-
What-
let's
first
hear
of all,
about it.
what is it?
What is it? Well, it's a bunch of mentally ill people going in front of a stage who think that they're the coolest person in the world, or at least want everyone to like them, and they go on stage and they try to capture someone's attention and maybe make them laugh.
Okay.
For
Pretty
sure.
much what it is at its bare bones. I'm one of the people that is mentally ill and also wants attention, and that usually means that you're gonna be good.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
I would say so.
No, I perform at the amateur nights every Wednesday at Funny Stop just to get some time in.
yeah.
There's a show out in Kent that's really good at the Burnt Pickle, hosted by my friend Zach Thomas.
I've
There's
seen you guys there a few times. I've mentioned you guys a few times on the podcast. with
highly
Ethan.
appreciated.
Yeah, dude,
Hell
it's
yeah.
awesome.
There's another newer mic that's opening in Kent as well at Bar Lucci on Monday nights.
Okay.
I go to that one quite often. Basically, just anywhere that there's a bar that has an open mic or a showcase, I am there. There's multiple around. Cleveland's a bigger scene for it.
Yeah.
And then, like, there's lots of showcases that go on that as long as you... Comedy is such a boys' club. It's really just...
100%,
like,
yeah.
it's... I would say it's, like, not even 50% actually being funny. It's more so just you being good to be around and, like, likable to where people that are better than you or, like, are more, like, integrated into the scene will like you, bring your name up, or bring you places, or tell you to go to places.
So,
and-
like, having
Yeah.
connections.
yeah, it's basically,
see.
yeah, it's
Not only
really
that,
weird.
but nowadays I feel like stand-up has turned into, and I'm not saying this is good or bad, I haven't really thought enough about this, but I feel like nowadays stand-up is turning into more of a, your views jive with mine, so I like you more. Whereas
Yeah.
it used to be more
Silly,
you're
goofy
funny.
boy time.
Yeah, you're silly and I can let loose.
I
right
would
now.
like to think that the Akron scene isn't very politically driven. I would
Okay.
say it's a lot of just silly, goofy boys
Yeah.
having a great time. And women. There are women.
Yep. There are.
And they
in
are silly and
between-
goofy as well.
In
Yep.
between, too.
There's one in between. Trying to figure out what they are still. But no, I definitely see your point. There's you run into the every once in a while. I hate Joe Rogan for that. I think Joe Rogan ruined stand-up comedy, but also helped it. Like,
Yeah.
How do you think he ruined it? Oh, because of the boys' club aspect? Kinda?
not necessarily, more so just because, like, he did great things with, like, opening that comedy club in Austin and just really, like, pushing for, people to really express themselves with stand-up.
It looks badass.
But-
it looks fun.
What I think ruined it about it is because of him on his platform, like, always saying, like, anyone should try stand-up if you think you're funny, and don't be afraid to say whatever you think is funny. Like, cancel culture can't stop you, like, all that shit. It's caused this, like, horde of terribly unfunny and extremely,
Yeah.
like, just insensitive people that just go up there and say the most, like, horrendously
Yeah.
mean thing that they could think of because it's like, oh, this is funny because it's mean.
Yeah.
It's like, there's...
This is funny because my friends laugh at it.
Yeah, and it's like comedy has this key word that is like what I like to call like the new N word. It's called nuance, which seems to be lost in this world nowadays because a joke is nothing without at least nuance if you're gonna dive into
Right.
something that's like a touchy subject or anything like that.
The whole point of things being funny, the whole point of a joke is that it offends somebody,
Yeah,
no matter who or no matter what.
I agree with what you're saying, but the way I've always looked at it is when writing a joke or something that may have to do with something that is like deemed like touchy or insensitive is would this be funny if I took out that element and added like a different one or like, it basically like
Give me an example.
yeah, I could so like telling like a rape joke, like it's never funny that the punchline is rape.
Right.
But if it's like a rapist who is really shy and he has a trouble getting it up whenever he's trying to rape somebody.
Right.
That's kind of fun. Like, oh geez, I'm so sorry this never really happens to me. Let go of me. Like
That's a paradox. I feel like that dude's got... I don't know. That's weird.
strong example, but you wanted one.
You blew my mind with that. I was just trying to think after that.
This goes remembering things right now. I think I touched something.
The guy who leans left when he wipes.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, dude, I just go...
Nice. That's pretty cool.
No, but yeah, I don't remember the exact question again, but I love stand up. I love doing stand up.
Yeah.
Always
We were
wanted
talking
to.
about Joe Rogan.
Oh,
What he's
yeah.
done for stand-up.
Oh yeah, just like he created a horde of just people that are just awful creatures. I see it almost every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
I
one of my
agree.
favorite things. Watching all the newbies quit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Bread's,
mean,
butter's my bread.
as long as you're consistent, I feel like you could build up a following, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But also, I don't know. This might just be like the hippie love everybody side of me, but I don't know. I feel like maybe, I mean, obviously you don't want to oversaturate the market.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay.
Obviously, that's
Okay.
bad.
That's a good way to put it. I wasn't thinking about it like that.
But with that being said, you can't just look at the negatives because, like, yeah, a lot of new people are trying to swarm into stand-up because their friends think they're funny, quote unquote. You hear that a lot, and it's just not great. I mean, to be frank, waste people's time and money. People paid.
Oh
to
no,
go.
I completely agree.
But also, you got to think there's more people. So just
Yeah.
with that logic, there's more good people getting an
No,
opportunity.
I definitely agree with
do
you.
something
And,
with their lives.
and again, I want to just say, like, who am I to even really say? I'm like a year and a half, some change into it,
Right.
really.
Who are
but,
any of us to say?
Right, but I do agree with what you're saying. I don't really, like, gatekeep it, but what I meant by, like, watching the newbies quit is, like, you gotta, like, show me you really want it,
100%.
and then, like, the gates open and, like, we let you into, like, the club or whatever. Because,
Yeah.
like, I had to earn it, so fucking they better too.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta put in the work, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Real.
sure.
You got to.
Like, if you're showing up to the open mic and it's been like your third month consecutively, like, you can come, like, hey, let's chat it up. Let's see what's going on. Let's
Hell
try
yeah.
to get this working for you,
Yeah, dude.
essentially.
Fuck yeah.
What got you into comedy?
I've always loved comedy since I was like a wee little tyke. What really did it for me is just like I always watched stand-up specials when I was like a little kid, like on Comedy Central and stuff. And when I'd go to my grandma's house, I'd watch that Drew Carey show, Whose Line Is Is It Anyway?
Fuck yeah.
If you know that show.
I don't
like-
know it.
It's like an improv style show. It's just like they do prompts and like scenes that are pulled from like a hat or like suggestions, and they just like act it out or like try to like make it funny.
Like charades.
Yeah, essentially, kind of
Okay.
like that. That's a great way of putting it for you.
That was a good show. I've only seen a few episodes, but yeah, it was good.
I used to watch it all the time. I remember, I think it was maybe like 8 or 9, and this is what really sold me on like, ooh, I could do this. Is I was watching an episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and I forget the exact prompt, but they were doing this thing called Scenes from a Hat, and basically they just pull out like a thing from a hat, and it's like you're a car salesman who really has to take a shit or something like that, and then they go up and they like do that and like try to make it funny.
Yeah.
And I forget the exact one it was, but I think it was Colin Mockery came up and did his, and I said it before he did, or at least like the same idea of it, and my mind just exploded. I was like, oh my god, I could do this. I did it. I'm
No,
one
that's
of
awesome.
them.
Fuck yeah.
That's sick. I feel like that's such a cool fucking moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude. A dream is born.
Yeah, I really though, and
That's awesome.
I've always just been a big nerd about it. Like I just love everything comedy, always intaking it.
yeah.
My two main mediums of like content are comedy and professional wrestling.
Hell
oh
yeah.
boy.
And
Anime,
anime and titties.
titties, if I can find the damn filter. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I finally got the balls I should say, to do it because a little inside baseball. But
Baseball.
I got the courage to actually go do it though because a friend of mine and yours, Zach Thomas, I saw him post a thing of him doing stand up, and I love him to death, but I saw that and I was like, motherfucker, if he can do it, I can fucking
Yup.
do it. Who the
Fuck
fuck
yeah.
is this guy?
Hell yeah, dude.
So then I just showed up one night and he kind of, I will say I got pretty integrated quickly with the whole boys club thing because of me having a friend that was already doing it. So
yeah.
he like could vouch for me. As soon as you got someone that vouches for you, until you really fuck up or aren't funny, they'll accept you.
Especially
Yeah.
him being a friend and competition. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
exactly.
healthy, you know?
It is.
That's
He
cool.
he is always on my ass. He's like my stand-up dad. Like
yeah.
I'm always trying to impress him. Like people will tell
Hell
me
yeah.
I did really good one night, and then I'll go up to Zach and he'll be like, "Yeah, you really stuttered on this one, and that one's not that funny." And I'll just be like,
Damn.
"Fuck you! I'm gonna get you one day."
I love that, though. I like that you can take that and just go right back at it, dude. I feel like I'd be hurt.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to
Yeah.
taking that kind of criticism.
Yeah.
But it's like any other sort of like media. Like I'd like to compare stand up. The closest thing to stand up is I'd like to think hip hop or like rapping. I don't know why, but it's just something about how like it's all about your stage presence, your energy,
Yeah, for sure.
the way you acquire fans, the constant needing of doing shows. Like it's all like I think those mediums exist well together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So Yeet
yeah,
is a great stand-up.
I don't know that connection, but we're gonna roll with it.
He's a great performer.
He's a
great
great performer.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah,
is.
I like that comparison. That really makes sense. The one thing about you mentioned, you kind of got introduced into the little club circle or
Yeah.
whatever a little bit early because you knew somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I mean, that can be good for somebody who actually has talent, but the
Detrimental.
but the unfortunate thing about the way it is set up is that people forget it is showbiz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's show business, and it really does help to know somebody.
Absolutely.
Like it really is about who you know. You know, and if you are one of those people who are like, my friends think I'm funny, I should try stand up, that might end very, very poorly for you.
That reminds me, it's almost the kind of opposite of what you're saying a little bit, but it just reminded me. I was recently at an open mic, and it was a newbie, and I was trying to be, like, nice. I was, like,
Yeah.
talking to him, and I was like, so, like, you really like stand-up? Like, this is something you really like? And he was like, oh, no. And I was like, oh, like, you don't really watch it? And he's like, nah, I don't really watch stand-up. And I was like, all right, well, like, do you just, like, really like the idea of doing it? And he's like, nah, I didn't even really want to do this. My friends just said I should. And I was like, well, okay, do you have any sort of dreams or aspirations for this at all?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't really know. And I was just like, motherfucker, why are you here? It pissed me off.
Yeah, that would have pissed me off too, for real. That sucks.
That's also open mic night for you, though.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true. That's very true.
That's kind of like, that's a really unique thing about open mic night that sets it apart from any other night of comedy, if you
Yeah.
will, is that you can see fucking anybody go up there. I mean, fucking Hitler was pretty much an open mic night guy, you know? Like,
Elaborate.
You could see,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying,
he let anyone else speak.
I'm just saying. That's true. That's very true. I'm just saying, like, with open mic night, anybody who's not a comedian can just decide, hey, let me try open mic night.
True.
Let me see if people like what I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've been to quite a few open mic nights that somebody comes up and I'm like, where's the joke?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I've seen that a million times.
Yeah.
I have also seen that quite a
Yeah.
few times.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of, that's just, that's something I think about.
We recently had the local Nazi comic
Ooh.
who this guy's insane, dude. He's
bet.
been the thing about him is that like he's been showing up to the same open mic for like I want to say 2, maybe even 3 years. And he's never once, and this is a mic at a club, and like,
Yeah.
sometimes if you do well on the open mic night, the owner will pull you aside and be like, hey, this weekend you can do a guest set of 5 for this headliner, or
You get
hey,
paid for those, right?
yeah, for the weekend
fucking
shows you
lit.
get paid, and like you can even get a hosting set. Like
Fuck yeah.
the Wednesday night open mic is like a competition, and if you make it into the top 5, you get to host for a weekend.
What are like the average payouts for like if you were
Depending on the
like
club,
the lowest on the fucking
depending on the club.
poster or whatever.
Well, with me, I am lowest on the totem pole. I don't ever get like put on the poster or anything, but I would maybe be there to like host or be there for a guest spot. Guest spots rarely you get paid unless you're already kind of a big deal. But hosting, you get, at least at this club, you get paid $25 for each show, 2 shows a night. So that's $50. And then if
cool.
you're hosting the whole weekend, that's $100.
Hell yeah, that pays
So-
gas money.
Yeah, for real. It pays gas money in the tab at the end of the night.
Right.
that's dope.
At least how it works for me, because I have what you call a drinking problem.
Nah, dude, I love drinking too, for real. I'm just my stomach is sensitive still, so I don't wanna risk
That's
anything.
why you're being a big pussy today.
Yeah, pretty much.
But this guy, been doing it for like maybe 3 years at this point. Always here on this exact day, always the Wednesday. Never once has he come close to winning the competition. Never once did he ever get asked to come on the weekends for anything. He's never hosted. He's never done a guest spot. None of the stuff that should show you, hey, maybe I should keep at this, or hey, I'm progressing and getting better. But he still would stick with it. And he would just say the most, like, it was almost like anti-stand-up, but it wasn't. Like, he would just go up there and be like, yo, motherfuckers know how, like, and just say the most racist thing you could think of, and he's also
God.
a white person.
Oh man.
And he's been almost like banned from the club a couple times, but the owner wouldn't do it for the longest because he just thought, like, this guy comes every week, he spends like $50 on the bar tab, like, I'm keeping him here.
Fuck yeah. This
But,
guy feels
Dude,
like
he could
everybody's
get hate
uncle.
crimed.
Yeah, no, he kind of is like an everybody's uncle, except if your uncle was also autistic. But
I have a few of them.
he had basically his like manifesto set this last Wednesday, where
Nice.
he's been tired of everyone basically telling him to stop coming around.
Oh,
Get that man an armband.
That he went up on stage and opened the set with basically talking about how he is done coming on Wednesdays, and you guys are all like, you guys are gonna get what you want. And he was wearing a big puffy jacket.
Damn.
And I swear to God, all the comics, not even joking, all the comics at the comic table, we were scared that he was gonna pull out a gun.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Completely
dude. I would have left.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Fuck that.
And then there's a bar across the hall from the comedy club, and we go there after the show to just like talk and like drink. And he was still there, and I was outside partaking in illegal activities with a friend of the smoking variety.
Okay.
And
I was gonna say like molestation or something.
and
Illegal
He-
activities.
he was out there, and he was like trying to like talk to us and shit, and we were just being nice because we don't want him to kill us. So
Yeah, for sure.
We're just hearing him out, and he
How
starts.
about those black people? Huh?
He does an Asian accent on stage that actually
nice.
it makes
I
me
bet it's
laugh just to
good.
hear someone do an Asian accent. But
I bet it's
don't
good.
want to
I
give
bet he
him my
works on it.
laughs.
I bet he works on it.
That'd be so fucking funny to practice an Asian accent in the mirror.
Dude, he's like the next actual
It's so
Joaquin
easy.
Phoenix, the Joker.
Yeah, no, he almost jokered out all over the place. But
Yeah, what were you saying? You guys were standing out
yeah,
there?
we were standing outside, and he like comes over to us, and he's just like talking about the night, and he says some shit that it's like, wow, you were the most delusional person I've ever met in my
You
life.
should say it.
Well, he basically said, like, yeah, you guys, you know, they're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Like, this is the bed they've made. Like, I'm a headliner, and they know it, but they're just not willing to give me the time. Like,
Those
I'll
are
be
some
waiting
scary
on their
words.
call. Like,
Oh,
and
fuck.
this is a man who barely. I think I've seen him get like some laughs like 2 times in the like whole year and a half that I've been doing this, and he's saying he should be a headliner.
And those two laughs were people that should have been kicked out before they left.
Those laughs were from people that are just like, I can't believe he's fucking saying this. This is
Okay, yeah.
ridiculous.
Dude,
I would probably be laughing the entire time. If I
I'd be
That's the thing,
genuinely
though.
scared of that guy.
At the beginning, I would laugh just because it's like, this is just so ridiculous that he's like doing this and thinking it's funny. Like, it would make me
Yeah.
chuckle.
You're just
like,
laughing at him.
Yeah,
Right.
essentially.
Yeah.
And then I realized down the line, like, I can't even do that because that's placating to him. And
Yeah,
anytime he
yeah.
would get on stage after that, I would just like leave. I'd leave the room.
Yeah.
I'd go to the bar, talk
Yeah.
to the
Illegal
bartenders.
activities.
Yeah, maybe.
you
do a
also
little bit of
almost got to
illegal
make
activities.
you also almost got to make like a conscious effort to not laugh at him,
Oh,
because if
yeah.
he hears laughs, then he's
Exactly.
gonna keep going, and obviously nobody's into it.
I did tell him though, and this is in complete honesty, if he did it in the style of a Def Jam set where he had a DJ that he could go, DJ, play my motherfucking
Yep.
music,
Yep.
and then like a
If he like had
like
his
between
own thing,
sets, then it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That would add a little bit. That would add something to it. I don't know if it would be good, but
Definitely, yeah. It would add probably 40 or 50 new followers for sure.
God, I wish I could get fucking 40 to 50 new
Dude,
followers.
you're
on
telling
this
us,
set.
we're
bro.
trying, man.
It's a struggle out here, bro.
We probably got like fucking 50 on TikTok. That's
Dude,
it.
Damn.
I spent like 3 hours straight the other day just commenting on big pages, trying to get people to look at us.
Just branching out.
It's a struggle for sure.
We can't even go live on TikTok yet, dude.
I
That's
know.
like
That's
you gotta have
fucked.
1,000
You have
followers.
to have 1,000 followers to
Yeah.
go live on TikTok.
Isn't that some shit?
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought anyone and their mother could go
Dude,
live.
you
there's
would
people
think.
touching mics and shit going live.
Oh, yeah,
It's
ASMR
stuff.
crazy,
saying?
bro. ASMR is nuts. I've never understood that. Do you guys like ASMR?
No. I feel like it
creepy.
makes me it makes my back crawl, bro. Like my skin.
I think that's the point of it, is
Oh.
for you to have that feeling, but in like
Maybe.
the nice way.
No, I feel
Like to
like
get the tinglies.
I mean, like I guess in some way I could probably enjoy it, but I just can't.
Yeah, I've never watched one and like liked it, but one that I did find funny and like would watch is the lady who ate the pickle. Remember that one?
What?
It
No.
was just this lady who had like big nails and she had this big fat ass pickle and like she had the ASMR
I
mic
know
and she would
exactly
just
what
like
you're
crunch
talking
on the
about.
pickle and shit and it just looked funny. I like that.
That was funny. Yeah,
Crunching
for sure.
on that bitch.
Yeah. I could probably get into ironic ASMR if they were
Yeah,
doing
like-
it to make fun
like
of it.
hitting my vape ASMR.
Yeah, yeah.
But speaking of,
There we go. But the unfortunate thing about that is the ASMR community doesn't do irony. They just don't. There's no ironic, funny
I don't know.
You're right.
ASMRs.
I've
It's
seen
all
some
serious.
dumbass ASMR lives, bro. I mean,
But it's all
dude.
because people like, I don't want to kink shame, but like people jerk off to that, like, and they
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
have you seen the porn ASMRs?
No, I haven't.
Those are kind of crazy.
No. Oh wait, like
Like it's ASMR, but it's porn. Like it's actual. Like it'll be like Angelina White, and she's like sucking a dick and whispering at the same time.
she's like,
I have
Literally,
heard of that. I
quite
have heard
literally,
of that.
quite literally. Not that I watched it. Or anything.
right. Not that I spent 3 hours watching it on Chatterbait.
Chatterbait. No.
I'm beginning to think that you don't jerk off.
We established earlier I have a vagina, so
Oh yeah, pull it up.
That's true.
I've been watching a lot of amateur porn recently. It's pretty dope.
What
I've been looking at the
style
comments,
of
too.
amateur though?
Like
I just want a guy with his phone in a dirty ass room. That's the kind of
Clothes
amateur
on the
I'm
floor
looking
and
for.
everything.
I want real like Family Guy is playing in the background. Like that is the kind
Wait,
of amateur
you
porn
want
I'm looking for.
just a guy in his room.
No, no.
Gotcha.
You got me. You caught me. I do.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm like thinking about this like it's a serious discussion.
It is. What do you mean? This has all been very serious.
Probably I like threesome amateur porn. I think that's pretty cool. Like a dude just
That's classic. You know,
chilling in a
I
dorm
feel like
room
that's
or
what
something.
every guy
Yeah.
probably fascinates about.
yeah
Fantasizes about.
Definitely. I've been into the classics recently for sure.
The classics.
100%.
I've been trying not to watch porn, to be honest.
Saving
Yeah,
your seed
I'm-
for your woman.
I mean-
always
In a way, but like, yes, I would say that's a huge part actually, because like, if you think about
Fucking
it,
Give her a
loser.
fat load.
you fucking loser.
He's saving his seed for his woman so he can spoil her with a fat load.
What are you, gay?
listen to me. Anyways, no, but I do it because I feel like it just not doing that boosts my testosterone. Like generally, I feel like
I think it actually does. I'm
It-
not sure of the
it
science,
does.
but
I've just watched TikTok science videos. And
Yeah.
they've said that it increases your testosterone. Just
does that mean that jerking off gives me estrogen?
No, I wouldn't say that.
I was just about to get into like a whole like thing, but then you said that's just from TikTok videos, and it reminded me that I get all of my medical advice from Joe Rogan, so I probably don't have much to actually say on this topic. But
Those are the
I-
two sides of the coin right now. Is like you get your news and
TikTok and Joe
information from
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, or you get your news and information from TikTok.
That's pretty
In
much
America.
it.
and
yeah.
one of them's for men and one of them's for women.
pretty much. But I also get
That's
news
fucking
from
crazy.
TikTok. So
Well, that just means that you're a feminist. Remember, you're
Yeah.
the biggest feminist ever. Pull
Sorry,
out that vagina.
Sorry, I forgot.
No, but I'm trying to get stronger. That's like
Yeah.
one of my main
Is
things.
that a big part of it? Not
Yeah.
jerking off.
Yeah, I would say that because like I feel it's gonna help me grow muscle for real, and I'm already like working out and shit. I'm trying to grow muscle, save my seed for my woman.
See,
you know
here's
what I'm
the
Bro,
saying?
man, I miss shooting rope. I miss it so fucking much, man. Damn.
Here's the thing. I actually get. I get what you're saying, Cisco. I do, but I'm also like, I'm also trying not to jerk off so much, but I'm also jerking off more than I ever have. That's just how it works.
I feel
like,
you, bro.
I don't want to be jerking off so much.
Dude, I just feel like as soon as if you look at something that's provocative, bro, like the filter, we need the fucking
We need
filter.
the-
Horny
bro.
filter.
That's
we
what
need
I'm saying.
we need the early to mid 20-year-old filter for sure.
I would say just the filter.
I like the filter.
It feels like that sounds like a fucking Elon Musk invention. Like he's gonna make it and call it the filter.
Dude,
gonna be
he
a
probably. Oh
Apply
my
it to
god,
Twitter.
that'd be
Yeah.
the second version of Neuralink, the filter.
The filter. You get it implanted in your brain, and it just makes you not be able to physically see it. That'd be nuts.
Do you ever use any other platform other than just like the internet, like like Pornhub and stuff to jerk off? Like you ever use like Reddit or Twitter?
I pretty much only use Pornhub to get my news.
I'd say Pornhub.
Damn, you're pretty vanilla actually.
I have seen Twitter porn though. That's like, I mean, I've seen that shit pretty often for real.
I
Just
haven't.
shows up on the feed.
Sometimes, bro. Like
Twitter
like
be
I
wild
used to,
for that.
I used to follow people who would just retweet that shit all the time, bro. And I would just,
Fuck yeah.
Some of them from our high school.
yeah, a lot of them from our high school, I would say.
Just destroy your little 4.5 incher to some Twitter porn.
Yeah.
a friend of mine didn't know the whole like if you like something it will show up on someone's feed.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And he liked a porn video and I saw it and I was like, oh okay, so this is what they're into.
Did you confront him about it?
Absolutely.
They say.
I tried to help him out and they were just like, oh fuck. I liked it.
Oh fuck.
That's funny. They probably have thousands just in their timeline somewhere.
That is crazy that they just make those out there now, the likes. But you can bookmark them now. You can save them. There's so many ways you can fucking watch them later, or watch them
I
then.
bet there is.
For some reason that makes me think about how iPhone, like Apple, just like iPhones, it feels like every year a new one comes out, they're adding more and more features to help you cheat.
To help
Yeah.
you cheat.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
think about how you can change your wallpaper background by just like touching it 2 times, and you can have preset backgrounds.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that
I'm a
is the thing.
Samsung guy.
You
so-
can also edit text messages now in iPhone, like an
Yeah.
iMessage edit. You can edit a text message
Like an
that was
old
sent.
message.
Yeah, you can go back to an old
What?
message. You can edit. It
So you
says
can
it's been
gaslight.
edited,
So you
but
can gaslight.
yeah.
Whoa, that's fucking
nuts.
crazy.
And then,
I
like-
did not know that.
the hidden folder, when they introduced the hidden folder,
I feel like I've heard it. Explain it. Explain it.
it's quite literally what you think it
It's a
is.
hidden
There's
folder, yeah.
there's a photo like folder that is literally called hidden, and you can put photos in the hidden folder, and like no one can access it but you because it goes by face scan.
Dude, that's crazy. When I was a kid, I used to have to download hidden folder apps.
Dude, I used to
Why?
watch.
Why?
Now it's just part of the device.
I used to watch RedTube on the fucking Wii.
Dude, I used to watch fucking XNXX on the DSi.
DSi.
You guys are innovators.
That's so funny,
I've
bro.
never done any of that.
I used to fucking use the Wii remote. Fucking type RedTube, bro. That shit would go crazy. The first time I tried it, I was shocked.
You are a wild man.
E D.
I remember the first time I
Just butt naked with the Wii remote.
Box of tissues next to him.
Bro.
Dude, that's so fucking funny.
that literally just blew my mind, because that's not only the fact that
crazy.
you were using RedTube, but you were also using the Wii,
Bro,
and that
you
like
he had to go through the whole boot up system of the Wii.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I can
dude.
pull that shit up right now. It takes a
Dude,
minute.
you got the Wii.
And that's the funny thing is like that's like, because like if you think about it going in scales, it's like for me that was using my PlayStation 3 to go on Pornhub, but you were on RedTube with your Wii.
Yeah, dude. that shit went nuts.
is the poverty line.
No other access.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Oh,
man.
dude.
When was the first time you guys like saw like real porn for the first time?
I can. Go ahead.
I was at
know.
a desktop computer at my grandparents' house, and they were in the kitchen making like dinner or whatever, and like the computer was in the living room, but like in the corner of the living room. And I don't know what came over me, but like I felt the inspiration to search like big boobs, like sex, you know.
Big old sex. What are you, Armenian?
As a 12 to slash 13-year-old is one to do.
What are you, an Armenian on an Instagram influencer's account?
No, they would say bobs.
They would say Bob's. That's true. I apologize.
Yeah, get it right. Dude. But I remember I found Pornhub and I clicked on it and it like went straight into the video and it was this girl giving this guy head on like a staircase, and as soon as I saw like a fully erect penis inside of a woman's mouth, I literally stood up. I stood up like in the chair and I was like and my heart was pumping like crazy, and as soon as I saw it, I clicked out because I was like, someone's gonna watch me see
Dude,
this.
that's
Literally
so crazy
the
that
same
you
exact
mentioned that.
feeling you get when you first see a beheading video. Same exact
Absolutely.
feeling.
Yes, yes.
How big were her bobs?
Her bobs were solid. They were definitely fake bobs. Fake
That's okay.
bobs.
That's okay.
Dude,
Fake bobs, black dick. I think the best way to intro into porn.
now that you mention that, bro, the first time I watched porn, it was some Playboy CDs, bro. They were just not the
Nice.
CD. They were
That's
laying
crazy.
around, bro.
That's old school
What do you
shit.
mean?
All right, look. All right.
They were laying around.
I was at my dad's house at the time, and he had Playboy CDs just laying around.
That's what's up.
I don't know why,
What's up?
but he had them.
Mine
I
had the
think he was worried about your sexual preference and was like, "Let me just."
That's
I hope
funny
to
as
God
fuck.
he finds these.
Let's just see what happens here. He was just testing the waters.
Oh
my dad
God.
was probably doing the same thing. It was the same thing for me, but with magazines.
Dude, as soon as I like put it in, I seen tits on the CD. I put it in the fucking PlayStation.
Like
bro,
the
at
word,
time.
or like.
No, I seen tits in Playboy.
Oh, and you're like,
it was
oh,
it
this
was
is
a
something
naked
I need.
bitch. It was a naked bitch on the CD.
Naked bitch on CD.
Yeah, and it said
That's
Playboy.
nuts.
And I was
That
like,
sounds
fuck.
like a bar.
I threw it in there, bro, and it was this bitch like in a pool, dude, just like, you know, posing and shit. She's naked as fuck, and I was like, I was shocked too, bro. I was like,
Yeah, you almost
know,
get scared.
yeah,
You're
I was, like,
excited, but
borderline
you're scared at the
scared.
same time, because you know what it is that's the moment you realize, oh, my childhood is dead now. Now this is all I'm focused on.
your higher self just knows.
It's like, oh man, now I can't play with my figurines anymore.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna be thinking about boobs and wanting to get boobs.
What makes it even more dark is that you didn't even have that moment where you realized it. You just got shoved into that phase.
Did you guys have that moment? Not to change subjects, but that reminded me. I remember.
Yeah, because
the
I still
day-
need to talk about my first
Oh
porn.
yeah, go ahead then. Go ahead.
Okay, put a pin in what you were saying though. So yeah, my first porn was with my good old buddy in elementary school.
You
I
made
won't-
one?
Yes,
Delete that file, bro.
It's in the hidden folder, bro.
that's on the Patreon. But fourth grader porn is on the Patreon.
You need to calm down saying shit like that, bro.
It's jokes.
I know. Just don't I fucking know it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna say his name, obviously. You know who you are.
Because they're definitely watching and missing you.
Yeah, he's one of our 50 followers. He's missing you.
Oh my god.
He thinks about that moment every day.
Fuck. He's definitely got our notifications on for sure.
All right, continue. Fuck.
Okay. So we were in like the fourth grade, I think. And I've told this story like 3 times on the podcast, so I'm not going to get into that whole part of it about how my family caught us watching porn. But I remember my first porn was like a crazy fucking like orgy with people dressed in like pirate costumes, because I stayed over at his house for the night. We were like playing COD and shit all night, fucking each other apparently, and yeah, I woke up in the morning. It was in the morning, like when I was like ready to go home. I wake up and he's on his computer, and I'm like I peeked at it first a little bit, like when I first woke up, like when he didn't realize I was awake. I
Yeah.
peeked at his computer, and he was on, I don't even know what site. It was some like, looked like the first version of Facebook, like just some like fucked up, like terrible running site. For sure, that computer ended up burning to the ground or something. Can't imagine what kind of viruses were on that thing. But yeah, so he was on one of those sites. It was he had it like he didn't even have it full screen. He had it in the little window, and he was like scrolling the side of the other videos. I can't believe I remember all this.
Yeah, you seem to remember every fucking detail.
Spit it out, dude.
Okay, I'm trying, guy. So yeah, I like woke up, I peeked at his computer, saw he was watching porn, so like, and he wasn't stopping, and we were in the 4th grade. We weren't like jerking off to it, you know. He was just like watching it, and I like
Wondering how.
yeah, just like curious as children are. Mm-hmm. And so I sit up. I'm like, "Hey, what is that?" And he's like, "Dude, you've never seen this shit before?"
Obviously not knowing the name of it himself.
Yeah. I was like, "No, other 6-year-old." But yeah, so I looked at his computer. He was a big gamer, so he had this nice ass like PC or whatever that he probably just 90% watched porn on, was filled with that thing's RAM.
The malware on that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I can't imagine. But yeah, so I sat up. I was like, "What is that?" He was like, they call it porn." I was like, "Damn, let me see." I like, sat up on the bed next to him. I was looking at it. We were just scrolling through this crazy ass fucking pirate site.
Wait, it was all pirate porn?
No, probably. I already described the website to you. It's probably all pirates. That was the only video I remember watching because that was the first one, so that was the one that traumatized me.
That's fucking hilarious.
Damn.
Just mainly because of what is that? They call it porn.
They call it porn.
That makes me think it's like that's what happened in like the 1920s when they invented it. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, you've got a picture of a big-breasted woman? It's like, yeah, they call it porn.
Yeah, see?
Extra, read all about it.
You can see
Invented pornography.
you can see her ankle from a mile away. Back then it was nothing. It was just like ankle.
Yeah,
It was like, "Oh my god, did you see the underside of her elbow?"
I can get down with some ankle.
Fuck
Hey,
yeah, dude.
what was
a little
your
bit
pin?
of side boob.
We put a pin in something you were
what
gonna
was
say.
my
Oh
pin?
fuck! I knew we were gonna
Remember?
forget. I knew it.
It was
What was
before
my
he was
pin?
gonna mention his porn story. You said, actually, speaking of this.
Oh yeah, with the whole porn stuff. Thinking about it. Lost. It's lost.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind
Oh.
on whatever the fuck that was. Maybe
Okay.
I'll remember.
That's
Who
all right.
knows?
That's all right.
We'll remember. We always
Hey,
end up remembering.
what was your first thought about me when we first met each other? What was your first impression?
This guy's a dumbass.
No, I was a dumbass.
no. An honest opinion
He
of
thought. I guarantee it was a brown. I wonder what kind.
no. I'm used to him. I'm used to him. But no, honest opinion of Cisco first meeting is that this is a really really nice guy who seems very very gullible.
Yes.
Like, to be
Fuck yeah.
completely frank, it's like I feel like I could convince him of anything, but I'm not going to.
I would
So
say
you're welcome.
I'm definitely very gullible. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I fucking tricked you into doing a podcast with me.
But yeah.
Well, how about you though? What was your first thoughts on me? Usually, I get this guy's loud.
Nah, I mean, I thought you were really cool. I just knew you as like a huge smoker. You, Gavin, and Joey. I always viewed you guys as like my smoker friends.
We were huge potheads.
Yeah. In
Fuck yeah.
freshman year. Like,
Yeah, not proud of that.
yeah. Like, you guys were the potheads of the school for sure.
For the school,
I would say. In my opinion, my first impression.
If
I
you
mean,
were- if
I
you-
don't
the
know whether to
school-
be proud or sad about
Well,
that.
the school to me was also just my circle, just
Right,
people
right.
who I communicated with.
Yeah.
So
That's very
out
true.
of all those people, you guys were the smokers to me.
For sure.
So-
I could definitely see that.
Not compared to like all the other people who were like supposedly gang banging and stuff, getting high all the time.
This is the worst
didn't-
bottle opener I've ever fucking experienced. I'm being honest with you. I don't
think-
know if I'm doing it wrong
I
or something.
also think that sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's not great. I'll admit, but it's a fridge magnet, so
The novelty of it made me excited, Like I like how it looks. So this little thing, if anyone
Hell
can see
yeah.
it, but it doesn't work that well.
That's all right. You'll have that.
You will have that. That's very.
You
true.
will have that. That was a very intellectual thing to say. You're always calling yourself. You always think you're dumb, but you always come out on the podcast like with the craziest fucking thoughts, bro.
What did I say?
You said that you pictured him as the stoner of the school, but you didn't realize at the time that you weren't picturing
the whole yeah, just of your
entirety
own
of the
knowledge
school.
of yeah.
That was a good observation.
I've had a similar thought
Thanks,
about that
dude.
time period as well. Like when we were graduating, I was trying to see if I knew or at least recognized everyone that graduated with us, because it's like there has to have been a person who in my entire 4 years of high school that we just had such opposite schedules that like I never knew that they existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were at least 4 of them.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that's very, very interesting.
Do you know their first and
That's
last
fucking
names?
cr-
No,
Crazy.
because I didn't know them.
That's crazy to think about that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like we all go to the same school, but I never knew that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I always think about? So we all have our routines, right? You have like, that place you stop to get a smoothie after work or whatever. You know,
Right.
like the Walmart, the local
I don't have
Walmart
that
or
kind
whatever.
of money.
But I just
This
mean
guy
like
goes to Jamba Juice.
Goes
Pulp,
to pulp after
actually.
work.
Oh my god, he's getting
It's
the
an everyday
protein in his
thing.
fucking smoothie.
that's why I'm broke. I have a food problem.
Vitamins.
So anyway, we all have our routines is basically what I'm saying. And picture how many people throughout your day-to-day life that you run into that you just don't even notice or look at or pay attention to. You never say a word to. Maybe there's a gas station you go to all the time. You probably run into some of the same people, probably a lot of the same people, almost
Yeah.
every day. And
I
you just
agree.
don't notice it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
No,
Yeah.
that is very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't like routines.
I like it when gas
Makes me
station
feel like a
employees
robot.
recognize me.
Yes.
That
That's
always
a
makes
good
me
thing.
really sad.
When you live my lifestyle, it makes you happy.
I guess.
You're
I do
just
like
on
it.
You're on the spiral upwards of it.
Yeah.
You're an optimist about it.
There you go.
Yeah, I would like to think so. I like spiraling upwards because
There
I'm
you go.
definitely spiraling, but it's going at a good trajectory.
Yeah. It's at least at like a 45. At the very least.
As long as it's at a 45.
Right, that's better than nothing.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
So
What else
Austin-
we got?
Yeah,
What's
I was
going
gonna
on?
say, Austin, do you have anything you want to shout out? Anybody?
Oh,
Anything?
Yeah,
I would
any
like
promos
to-
or anything?
I'd like to shout out Akron City Comedy Festival. The Rubber City Comedy Festival for Akron is coming up soon. I don't remember the exact date. I
Okay.
feel like a shitty person.
No,
for
that's
that.
all right. We'll put
But-
it
Figure
down.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole festival for comedy for Akron. A bunch of great shows going to be going on that whole week
Hell yeah.
or weekend.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
Great
check that
people,
out.
great shows. Would love to have you guys come out.
Hell
Anyone
yeah.
to come out. Other than that, follow me on Instagram, Austin Rob Comedy. What else? Tell me how you wipe your ass in the comments.
yeah.
Let me know.
Let us know.
I'm trying to
sure.
figure out the best way. Give me the optimal way. I'm trying to better myself.
Yes.
That's all any of us are trying to do, really.
Step at a time. Step at a time.
I got one thing for you guys before we go. I guess we do this thing called Crazy Time on the podcast. A little segment.
This hasn't been crazy time.
It has been.
It
for
has
sure.
been, yeah. But I wanted to bring up something that I've been thinking about a lot recently. I go through, as anyone who listens to the podcast knows, I go through a lot of phases of like getting in and out of like getting into meditation and Buddhism, like really heavy, kind of. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about reincarnation a lot. And the general consensus, or whatever consensus, yeah, I've had a couple. I'm sorry, of Buddhism is like with reincarnation. That whole thing, it's basically whatever you get reincarnated into. That was like the vibe that you gave the world while you were alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if somebody gives like I don't know, maybe like a really slime ball kind of like vibe, like always, double crossing people and lying, they might get reincarnated into like a worm or like a snake or something.
Yeah, worms
You know?
are constantly double crossing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But what do you guys think might be your animal or object? It could be an inanimate object that you get reincarnated into. Like, what do you think your
nice.
vibe embodies, personifies, if you will?
That's a great question.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Okay, that's good. I think
Oh, go ahead.
okay. I think mine might be. I'm feeling kind of giraffe vibes from me a little bit, kind of.
Giraffe.
And that's me thinking about it objectively. That's not my ideal reincarnation, but I could definitely make it work. I don't know. I feel like giraffes are like they're generally pretty cool, but they like kind of snooping around. You know what I mean? Like they got those long ass necks, and I feel like they're always.
Giraffes be snooping.
I feel like they're always kind of like. You know what I mean?
Just looking down on you.
Like just trying to like they don't want the full story. They don't like care enough
Yeah,
for that. You
they're
know
just
what I
trying
mean?
to give a peek.
They'll just take a quick peek. You know, I feel like that might be me. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
But for the most part, I'm chill. You know, I'm cool with everybody. I'll let a kid feed me. You know.
Dude, I honestly don't even know what kind of vibe I give off. I'm all right.
Cisco.
So hang on. First
All right.
impression, Austin said, gullible and nice. So I gotta be something.
I'm getting big guinea pig vibes from you. That's just what I'm feeling.
I could honestly see that.
Guinea pig
A
vibes.
guinea pig
Yeah.
or like a hamster of some
Yeah.
sort, maybe a
Yeah.
chinchilla.
I could just see like some like and that. Oh, I'm stepping onto something right now. This could be embodied by your sisters. I feel when I close my eyes and imagine your reincarnation, I feel a little like a female child picking you up and like loving you to death, but maybe squeezing you a little too hard, but she just doesn't know. And you're like, oh, fuck.
And then just kills
And then
me.
she doesn't
No, it
kill
just
you.
hurts you a little bit,
Just
but
hurts
you're
you a little
fine.
bit, but you're fine. Like you take it, you know? Like you're chill, you know?
Yeah.
You're cool. You're cool with that.
Chinchilla. I want to be like a fucking leader creature.
Okay, well, give
Okay.
it to yourself then, damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That was just my thing. That was
I
just
want to
my thing.
be. Well, it's not what I want. It's what I seem like.
That's true.
Right.
So-
it's your vibe that you put out into the world.
So if I'm being completely honest with myself, I would
oh
say
boy, this is never good.
I give myself a.
First thing that comes in your
First
mind.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a deer or something.
A deer might be a
Okay.
good one.
Now run with that for a second. What makes you a deer? Try to really tap into that.
I think because like
What do you identify with a deer?
when I recognize danger, I feel like my immediate instinct would be to run, but like I feel like I could be a deer to where I
Sometime-
can just look at it, you know,
Okay,
like in the
I
face.
get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? To where I can find
yeah,
enough
like
growth.
Like when a deer's gonna get hit by a car and then just
And that's not that sucks that deer gets hit by a car, but that's not necessarily a bad personality trait. I get what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying?
When you're in the face of danger, your initial instinct might be to run, right? But every once in a while, you'll look at them and be like, "What's going on with this? What's
Yeah.
up?"
Yeah.
You'll hang it out for a minute.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And then I can have little Bambi that I can protect or something with
you
my
go.
antlers. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Be a big, strong fucking deer at the end of my life.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Be a
Yeah.
buck.
I'll be a
buck.
buck.
All right, I like the idea of someone giving me one first though. What do
Okay.
you like Cisco, what do you think I am? What do you think I'd be reincarnated as?
I mean, I would have to say something that's like smart for sure.
Ooh,
Okay.
Like something that's smart.
Okay.
I was thinking more along the lines of a sea creature, but a lot of sea creatures,
creatures
are
are
smart.
smart.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
like a dolphin.
I could see dolphin.
I could see.
I could see
I
dolphin.
was thinking more
I was
along
just
the,
about to say that.
I was thinking more octopus vibes, but very similar. Very
Octopus.
similar.
Octopi are smart.
Very smart. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that. My two answers in my head that I was thinking of is I'm a bridge troll
Okay.
or I'm the bald spot on a 45-year-old man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere because you
You're
followed the
really
directions.
thinking. You're really
did.
thinking.
You remembered. I said it could be anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be an
I think
animal.
I'm a bridge troll because I think I'm very I'm a trickster. I like giving people riddles to fuck with them.
For some reason, I like not letting people cross
Yeah,
things.
yeah, absolutely. And then every once in a while, if you stump me, well, come on in. You know what?
That's
You're pretty.
good.
Oh, dolphins on the TV. Look at that timing.
Beautiful.
I could see you
Hell
giving
yeah.
like some, I don't know, like super smart sound waves in the water.
Super smart sound waves.
Yeah, from a dolphin.
I've
Yeah,
been told I look like a turtle.
I don't think so.
Thank you.
I could see maybe a tortoise,
Tortoise.
possibly. But
45-year-old man's bald spot, mainly because I'm always there, but I don't ever shine unless I'm put into a spotlight.
there you
Hell
go.
yeah, dude.
Beautiful.
All right.
That's one way to end it.
Yeah, that's a good way to end it right there.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, we appreciate you for coming on. This was a lot of fun.
This was amazing. Thank you guys so much
Hell yeah.
for the
Thanks for
opportunity.
coming on, bro.
Absolutely. I'd love
was
to do
awesome.
it any other time.
Hell yeah, man.
We got to
And,
get a picture before we leave, too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pics, flicks.
Yep, for sure. And anything you can think of that you might have like shouted out or talked about, just let us know. We'll put it in the bio. We'll tag shit.
Gotcha.
Whatever you need.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you
Fuck
guys.
yeah.
All right, dude.
Thank you for
Thanks
coming.
for
on.
listening, everybody.
Peace out.
Bye.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That was great.
Good one.
That was a good time.
Something like that.